Oh,
Thank you, Chanley.
Thank you, Chanley. Great reporting. So pro tip for the protesters, don't wave around Mexican flags or flags from other countries. That does not help your cause. I used to see that all the time, Charlie and Brian, when my husband was in Congress and the Dreamers were organizing themselves on Capitol Hill. And they would come in waving flags from other countries, Mexico, El Salvador, whatever. And it was like, that's not going to help you. But that's it. Look at these. I mean, these images, of course, remind us of what we saw in the so-called Summer of Love in 2020. Americans don't want this.
Yeah, the Babylon Bee reporting, of course, this is a satire site, with the headline, "Illegal immigrants helpfully wave flags so ICE knows where to send them."
so
yeah,
so
Rachel's pro tip is a very important one.
How about just Governor Gavin Newsom saying sending in the National Guard here is inflammatory? It's literally flaming in his city. There are flames in his state, in this city, and he's calling the National Guard coming in to put that out inflammatory. That's how backwards the left looks at all this. They think this is sort of like, what do we call them in 2020? The mostly peaceful protest?
Yes.
And of course, you had this going on, and you had police officers in and around Los Angeles not responding to this going on. So because it's a sanctuary city and because they were instructed by their elected officials not to participate in this and not to protect federal authorities in this situation, my goodness, well, if this is not lawlessness, then I don't know what is. Who's supposed to respond to it? So President Trump mobilized the National Guard.
I love the point you brought up early in the show. You sort of bring it up here, but you kind of laid it out a little bit more in an earlier hour, where you're like, if these cities would participate with the federal authorities to find, because they have them, some of them are in their jails right now. They're illegals who have committed felonies, rape, murder, robbery, armed robbery. They're sitting there. They know where they're at. Many of them are, as I said, in their prisons. They're in their jails in their own states, in the state of California, New York, et cetera. Hand them over to ICE to be deported, because those are the bad hombres that the federal authorities want. And I think there's a little bit of an issue going on right now. I think that within the Trump administration, there is a desire among some to raise the numbers up, right? The number of illegals that are captured or that are and deported. And I really think that Donald Trump should stick to his original thought, which was prioritizing those who have raped, murdered, those who have committed crimes apart from the crossing the border illegally, prioritize those, and maybe even prioritize those who came in the last 4 years, who are the least vetted among them. But going after people who have been here 20 years, even though they're illegal and haven't committed other crimes, maybe even some who were reporting to a courthouse for their yearly visit where they come in and report, I don't think that serves the purpose of the narrative that Donald Trump wants, which is, I'm getting the bad hombres out. I'm getting those who have committed felonies. Not that it's not illegal to cross.
And just real quick,